Imagine an African empire so wealthy that its kings were surrounded by gold. Its markets attracted traders from across continents, and its influence shaped history long before modern borders existed. Yet today, many people barely hear its story. No skyscrapers, no digital records, just echoes carried through oral tradition, archaeology, and memory. This is the story of ancient Ghana, not the modern country, but a powerful pre-colonial empire that proved Africa was thriving, trading, innovating, and organizing centuries before colonization. Where it all began, ancient Ghana rose in West Africa over 1,000 years ago. Its strategic location near the southern edge of the Sahara Desert changed everything. The desert wasn't just a barrier, it was a bridge. Caravans crossed it carrying salt from the north, gold from the south, textiles, ideas, culture, and belief systems. Ghana didn't invent gold or salt, but it mastered something even more powerful: connection. And connection creates prosperity. At the core of the empire lay the magnificent Koumbi Saleh. Stories convey it as a juxtaposition of two distinct cities: a regal city where powerful kings ruled over their subjects, a bustling merchant city that was filled with a variety of traders, scholars, and artisans from different walks of life. Active markets reverberated with life. Adel-gazing camels constantly arrived at the city's gates. Multilingual conversations took place throughout the day. Innovative ideas exchanged among people. This wasn't a solitary retreat in the wilderness. This was a symbol of global interconnectedness, embodying the unique African spirit. The gold economy. Gold made Ghana famous in the world of economics. It's not because the rulers of the country wore it extravagantly, but because they effectively controlled its movement within the country. An intricate economic system began to emerge, where gold nuggets were owned by the king himself, and gold dust was circulated through trade throughout the region. This system effectively prevented inflation from taking hold and protected the value of the currency from dipping too deeply. It's clear that this was early economic regulation on a grand scale, far before modern banking concepts were even thought of, and it worked. Ghana became synonymous with wealth, and the industry of gold mining flourished throughout the region. Trade networks and diplomacy. The significance of trade is far beyond just the exchange of goods. It not only fostered relationships, but also built connections among various communities and nations. Traders from North Africa brought innovative technologies, religious influences, unique architectural ideas, advanced literacy systems. Ghana's leaders facilitated cultural diversity while maintaining political authority. This delicate balance contributed to the stability and growth of empires. When people feel valued and included, they are more inclined to contribute to the well-being of their communities. In essence, trade networks and diplomacy play a crucial role in shaping the global landscape. Leadership and governance. One frequently mentioned ruler in historical records is Tunka Manin. Paintings and accounts depict a highly powerful monarch, surrounded by an array of advisors, safeguarded by a group of devoted guards, supported by taxation derived from trade. Yet governance was not solely imperial. Local leaders took on a crucial role in maintaining order within their communities. This multifaceted leadership strategy proved to be essential in managing a vast territory without contemporary communication facilities. Every day in Ghana, empires are more than just kings and gold. They represent people. Farmers dedicated their lives to cultivating millet, sorghum, and other crops. Blacksmiths skillfully crafted tools. Artisans imaginatively created jewelry and exquisite pottery. Families cherished their children, shared stories, and diligently preserved traditions. Life was harmoniously structured yet ever-evolving. The rich cultural heritage of Ghana flourished alongside prosperous commerce. Knowledge and oral tradition. Unlike some civilizations that relied heavily on written records, Ghana preserved history orally. Storytellers, often called griots in West Africa, carried collective memory. Through song and storytelling, they preserved genealogies, battles and alliances, moral lessons, cultural identity. This system kept history alive long before widespread literacy. And even today, oral tradition remains powerful in African cultures. Strengths that made Ghana powerful. 1. Strategic geography. Position between gold mines and salt routes made Ghana essential. 2. Economic organization. Controlled trade without stifling it. 3. Cultural tolerance. Different communities coexisted productively. 4. Political stability. Strong leadership structures maintained order. Challenges begin to appear. As trade expanded, so did competition. New regional powers emerged. Trade routes shifted gradually. Environmental pressures may also have affected agriculture. Large empires require constant adaptation. Without it, cracks form slowly. External pressures. Historical accounts mention interactions with the Almoravid movement, a reformist group from North Africa. Scholars still debate the extent of military conflict versus cultural influence. But what is clear is this: external pressure strained Ghana's political and economic systems, and strain leads to transformation. Changing trade dynamics. Trade routes are never fixed forever. When merchants found alternative paths, Ghana's central advantage weakened. Economic dominance began to shift. Markets grew quieter. Influence reduced. This wasn't sudden collapse. It was gradual change, emergence of new powers. Eventually, another West African empire rose to prominence, the Mali Empire. Some Ghana territories became part of this newer political order. History often works this way. Empires rarely vanish completely. They evolve into something new. How long did Ghana last? Ancient Ghana likely flourished from around the 6th century to the 13th century. That's roughly 700 years of influence, a remarkable duration for any civilization. Its longevity shows resilience, organization, and adaptability. The human reflection beyond power. Think about the people. Traders crossing harsh deserts, farmers sustaining communities, families preserving traditions, leaders negotiating alliances. Their daily efforts built the empire. Not just gold, not just kings, people.